We have many devices here on the table. So Ethan, can you tell us about which kind of test we are going to do now, and which kind of information and data we can have from this kind of configuration?
Sure. Now let's look at this one. This big guy. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 ports.
Okay.
It's a wireless tester. The main function of wireless tester is to generate signal and analyze signal in one box.
Okay.
So that's very convenient and commonly used in production environment.
Okay.
Today we use LitePoint IQ Extreme. This one popular model.
Okay.
It's used in factory. Here we use 2 ports, one to generate signal, and we feed that signal. Of course, this one sub 6 gigahertz signal, 2 gigahertz, and to fit into our UD box. The box will up-convert the signal and to feed the signal to our beamformer.
Okay.
Right. So again, the receiver is here, and the wave being received by UD box.
Okay.
And then down convert and connect back to analyzer.
Okay.
So that's basically a closed loop, and I introduce it piece by piece. As you can see, there's a spectrum and constellation diagrams here.
Okay. So the IF we have 2.5 gigahertz, and then we convert it to 28 gigahertz.
Right.
To our V box.
Yes.
Okay.
Basically, that's the spectrum. The spectrum for transmitter side and the spectrum for receiver side.
Okay.
And that's constellation diagram, so we can use it to evaluate the transmission quality. With the up-down converter UD box, we successfully upgrade low frequency instrumentation.
Okay.
So we can perform, or we can conduct a mmWave experiment right now. So that's a very handy tool in production environment.
Okay. Do you know the bandwidth
Oh,
right now?
yep. So the bandwidth here is the thing. The bandwidth actually depends on the analyzer model we are using. And for this model, for this particular model, we are using 100 megahertz bandwidth right now.
Okay.
And the bandwidth of UD box is quite wide. Yeah, our intermediate frequency is supposed from 0.1 to 14 gigahertz. So
Okay.
it's very wide band. Yeah. So now that's totally no issue
Okay.
to analyze this 100 megahertz signal.
Sure. So this one is the dual channel.
Yes.
There is any possibility that the people will use single channel based on this configuration?
Yeah, of course. Actually, it totally depends on your application. The scenario we demonstrate here is to use 2 beamformer, so we can conduct the OTA testing.
Okay.
If you are perform some device or component measurement, probably you can connect up to these 2 cables to the device.
Okay.
Yep. So that's another scenario. And about a single channel or dual channel, it depends on if you like to have a remote or long range testing
Between transmitter and receiver.
and receiver. If you like to do that kind of testing. So basically, that's how UD box work with the analyzer.
Okay. Okay. So we can do OTA testing and also
Yes.
conducted test.
Yes. Sure.
Okay, so how we can up and down convert the frequency between this device and the UD box?
We build a TLK, that's a lab kit, so for controlling UD box. So let's check out the GUI here. Actually, the frequency of analyzer we are using here now is 2.5 gigahertz, and our target mmWave is 28 gigahertz. So check out the user interface here. RF, that's 28 gigahertz, and IF, that's 2.5 gigahertz.
Okay.
So our software will calculate the necessary local oscillator frequency for you.
Okay.
And when we press setup, and then the whole frequency will be configured for you.
All right. So we have GUI here, and then so in the production line, they will probably need to use API for the automation, right?
Yes, for
Okay.
sure. So actually, in production environment, API will be more common and popular because it can be integrated into those automated mechanism process. So the GUI we showed up here is actually to control debug. So initially, those two beams are aligned together. The transmission quality is quite good. But now I intentionally move away one of the beams. That's this one, receiver side.
Okay.
So the constellation diagram is broken. That's no more signal. So this also proves that with this kind of setup, that's very good for all kind of 5G or millimeter wave experience. So thank you for watching again. If you are interested in our channel, please subscribe.